to article scan. Here it is, people. So, housing crash. Here's why it could happen this year. So, we've been forecasting on this channel for the last million years that we're going to see a correction. But little did I know of how much the government was involved with money laundering, all kinds of illegal activity, casinos, shadow flipping, shadow lending. If I did even 1% of what I just mentioned, I'd be sitting behind bars and a plane waiting for me to take me to Portugal. That's what happens in Canada when you misbehave. They ship you to Portugal. So I've been projecting, and you know what? We are so far out of whack in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK from wages. This huge gap. The gap is enormous. The gap between wages, high average wages, like high wages, to what the cost of buying something is just so out of whack. It makes no sense. So let's move on here. Okay, so here's the article here. The Canadian housing market defied all odds and expectations as it rallied to all-time highs, despite the economic fallout from COVID. Hold on, COVID. The rallying housing market has always done well for well over a decade. Yeah, since the 2010 Olympics, they're correct. That's when Vancouver opened the world. Growing faster than most housing segments in real estate markets worldwide. That's why Canadians are forced into homelessness. Woo! Yeah, but this is so good if you're a homeowner. But in 2-3 a generation from now, they're going to be homeless already. They're already losing 3-0. They're entering the soccer match. They're putting on their cleats. And they're already losing 3-0. Already losing 3-0. Oh, yeah. Morgan Davies in the comments is here to give us an update, saying the Texas Electric Commission is warning of power outages that could last up to a month. That might be a strain of power for other parts of the country to help out the storm. Wow, someone's saying it's minus 20 degrees. Holy crap. Here it's like mild. I don't even know why it's so cold in those parts. You know, the further south you go, you think the further... Anyways, let's get back to the article here. Woo! Okay, the higher... So here it is. This is what they're saying. These are the 3 factors. We'll get to the point. Mortgage deferrals expired in the fall of 2020, and Canadians will gradually run out of stimulus money. However, homeowners might prefer selling their real estate investment instead of defaulting on their loans. So you're going to see an oversupply on the market. It's saying it right there. Experts from several institutions like Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, CMHC, are predicting a significant price correction due to inflated home values. Okay, let me just open this so all you guys can see this here. And number 3, there is a lower number of listings on the market right now. If the number of listings go up to regular levels and demand does not increase to match, homeowners are in need of immediate money, might be forced to sell real estate investments for lower prices. So this is going to happen where people will be selling their investments for less than what they bought them for, because housing became an investment in Canada, not an asset. So there it is. All right, guys. Woo! Hope everyone's having a good one out there. Let's go over to our next article here. So I got this here for you guys. This is courtesy to Bubba Ray, who's in Austin, Texas. Right now, sent me this. At least 30 dead, several million without power in the United States of America after extreme weather. So another expected blast of ice and snow is threatening to sow more chaos in Texas and Arkansas. Wow. Utility crews raced Wednesday to restore power to nearly 3.4 million customers around the United States who were still without electricity or heat in the aftermath of the deadly winter storm, and another blast of ice and snow threatened to sow more chaos. So we got an issue here, guys, because if Donald Trump's not in office, well, they can still blame his administration for this, can't they? I mean, I'm just trying to spin away how the View... The View? That show, The View? I don't even know if anyone watches that anymore, but how they're going to spin this as Donald Trump's issue. I'm gonna actually keep my ear to the ground to find out how it's his fault. And Texas struggling to stay warm in homes, warned they might not see power for a few days. Now let's move on to Australia. Now, you guys remember that article I did for you guys that Australians. I made a video. I wasn't reading an article. I made a video to get out of Sydney 7 years ago. It's on my channel. You could find it. Well, Sydney exodus drives regional property prices up and locals out of the market. So let me explain something to you guys. When I was living in Vancouver, I kept going to see open houses, and the starting price on everything was about $1.6 million. And then the price basically would get bid up to about 2.4 million. And then we get all these people commenting, oh, poor white boy needs to move to America. Poor white boy can't afford in Vancouver. So I got a lot of that. But you know what? I'm very grateful I never bought anything in Vancouver. I'm very grateful I sold off my business and did everything that I did. Yeah, Grindhouse Cartoon is saying, in respect to the whole thing in Texas, they better fire up those green energy wind turbines. So here it is. Here it is. Oh, hold on. Woo! All right. Let's go back to the article scan here. So Sydney exodus drives regional property prices. So what happened when I moved here to Merritt? It's the same thing. A lot of the locals are very upset that we're moving in, and instead of being upset at us, I think they should honestly, wholeheartedly be upset at the government regulations, at what governments are allowing to do, right? They're deporting a ton of Portuguese. Don't worry about that. They're deporting people, but they're bringing in more people with deep pockets. And again, Canada is not the only country on the hook, and neither is Australia, neither is New Zealand, and neither is the UK and California and the blue states. They're all in on this. All the blue states are in. Bring in money, park it in our states or our countries. Buy out the locals. We don't care, and that's been happening forever, guys. We have a very small viewer count tonight. Can you guys go down to the bottom of this stream and just share it live right now? Unfortunately, my channel's been so shut down and so covert. I don't think YouTube understands that their infrastructure will not be funded properly if they start cutting off the wrong channels, because no one's going to tune in for mainstream media. Nobody. The second they cut me off YouTube, I'm just going to take all YouTube off, and I'm going to cancel my subscriptions that I have for me and my family so we can watch commercial free right away. And they won't function without conservative people sending super chat, all that stuff, right? So they take a percentage of all that, right? No one's going to tune in to YouTube to watch mainstream media. It's just not going to work for them. All right, let's go back to article scan. So here it is, guys. I kind of wanted to throw that out there. So here it is. January median regional prices. So these are outside of Sydney. In Burrado is $1.7 million. Byron Bay is $1.5 million. Coladale is $1.5 million. Suffolk Park is $1.4 million. Austin Meyer is $1.4 million. Casuarina is $1.3 million. Kangaroo Valley is $1.3 million. Exeter, $1.2 million. And Bungalow, $1.2 million. And Thurl is $1.2 million for this thing. $1.2 million for that. So there it is right there. Rental squeeze. Rental Estate Institute of New South Wales Chief Executive Tim said that it was only regional close to Sydney, such as Southern Highland and Uluru and the Central Coast, that are experiencing growth. So everywhere outside is experiencing growth outside of Sydney, and people are getting frustrated because property prices are pricing out the locals in the market, and that's what's happening in my neck of the woods here. All right, so this USA Today reporting, we are trapped in another housing bubble. A rapid rise in home prices has some experts worried. Home prices are rising coast to coast and are outstripping wages and rents. Now, guys, remember, and I'm going to keep bringing this up so that we can make this very clear here. The video is up for you guys to watch. Amerifornia is coming to America. Now that the new President-select is in power. Hold on, let me give him a little chime here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I love it. So, but anyways, now the new president-select is in power. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Amerifornia will be coming across America. And basically, I said in a video, the second that they stated that he won, I made a video that day. You could actually see the video from that day that I said Amerifornia is coming. Housing is going to go 40% in some areas up to 100% up. And watch what's going to happen. My dad used to say in Portuguese, faz conta que não diz nada. Faz conta que não diz nada. My dad used to say that in Portuguese. That means just pretend I said nothing to you. Just pretend. Yeah, go ahead. We'll see. So we got Market Education in the house. We got Daniel in the house. We got Lenny Poo in the house. We got people starting to roll into the comments. Wade the Scrapper. Yep. So there it is there. So we are trapped in another housing bubble. So there it is right there. I kind of want to open this up for you guys because it's very important if you're living in Amerifornia. So there it is. Idaho leads, home prices increase. So there's Wisconsin. There's Michigan, Minnesota, Montana. All of this is going to turn into Amerifornia. All of these states are going to become severely unaffordable. And I know you guys remember when I would put up those, I would go on Zillow and show you houses in Miami for $200,000, 4 bedrooms with a pool back in the day. Now that's all disappearing right now. So Alabama right now is up 8.16%. Its average median benchmark price for a home, this is not condos, is $156,000. And for this to realistically be $300,000 a home, I would not be surprised. Georgia, 7.34%, sitting at 218 large. Florida is up 7.1% at 264,000. These prices are a walk in the park for people living in Toronto, because in Toronto everything starts at like these ridiculous. So these are homes, guys. These are not condos. These are homes. Maine is at 269. Look at states like this. Look at New York. Wow, 6.2% at 343. That's the benchmark. You go into New York City, everything's $1 million+ bucks. Look at California, up 9%, 609,000. Again, they're factoring in the cheaper homes out of the valley, like way out in the desert, right? Wow, look at Washington, 458, up 12.1%. Texas is still affordable, up 5.9%, but Texas will convert itself to Texifornia. And Oklafornia, then you'll have Kansafornia. Then you'll have Nebraskafornia. Then you got South Dafornia. Then you got North Dafornia. And all these places, I got Florifornia. And all these places will be turning into California. Basically, now with the new president-select, and that's what they were. So, wow, here it is, guys. Here it is. Wow, thank God I brought this article up. Here is your home price index to income index. So you see how housing's taken off? Right now in Canada, this home price is all the way up here into the 1-point-something millions, and incomes are down here. And that's what's happened to Canada. That's why they got to get more rich immigrants to come in. Home price index, rent index, right there. Now look at this, and look at the rentals. So rentals are keeping up pace with the price of housing. So what's going to happen is rentals will get expensive. I like when people message me and say, "Oh, Mike, I'm renting, Mike. Well, it's not going to affect me. I can move anywhere I want." In America, yes, you're kind of lucky. Texas has more major cities than all of Canada and Australia put together. Unfortunately, we don't have that here in Canada, in California. We don't have that here in California. We don't. We just don't have it here. We get bought out of one city. We either have to go 5 hours away to God knows where, and then there's no jobs. At least you guys, I'm going to move to Cheyenne. I'm going to move to Reno. It's smaller. I'm going to move to Tampa. I'm going to move to Jacksonville. You guys have all the cities in the world. We got nothing. We get bought out of a city. We got to go way out. And then the locals start hating on us. All right. So Morgan's saying, I'm looking at Jackson, Wyoming now. Okay. So Lenny Poo saying, my daughter and her husband just bought a home in Toronto. Woo! They have a mortgage rate of 0.99%. Yeah, that's a new mortgage rate that was introduced, guys. Mitch Madden saying, I once went on a deer hunt way up 11,000 feet elevation above Craig, Colorado. 1 week camping, 5 degrees in snow and frozen. No thanks. Okay. So people, the comments are flowing, guys. Don't forget to come on the show nice and early, even half an hour before like Mike in the Night kicks off. The comments usually have 27, 30 people talking. I'm really sad that we've got like 70 people watching tonight. Oh, look here. Maybe this might boost our ratings. Maybe that might boost our ratings there. But yeah, let's move it on. Let's move on. Oh, guys, here, I want to show you a house. Sydney, Australia. Sydney suburbs where properties are selling fast. See this house right there? It's like missing most of the floor. And it doesn't have a front or back door. 840 grand. Right there. There it is. There it is right there. There's another one right here. What did this thing sell for? $2 million? Wow. I can't believe how expensive it is in Australia. But Australia, again, they're on the hook for wealthy investors. Australia is on the way. $7 million. That's $7 million right there. Yeah, $7 million. Yeah, I'm going to buy that for $7 million. So, yeah.